Hello dear students, Jai Shri Krishna, good morning. Today we will discuss our last topic of chapter number 12 GOC, and that is types of different reactions. Actually, there are so many kinds of reactions are possible in our universe, whether it becomes naturally or in laboratory. But all of that type of chemical reactions are only based on there are four different reactions, and that is addition reaction, substitution reaction, elimination reaction, and rearrangement process. Actually, all that type of reaction has only four type. Whether it will become addition reaction or it will happen substitution or rearrangement or elimination reaction, right? So today we will discuss about these four different reactions with proper example, and this is the last topic of chapter number 12. Ready? So first point is, what is addition reaction? Addition means add. In unsaturated system, unsaturated, it means the molecule which has double bond or triple bond, it means we can say it has a pi bond, right? So if pi bond is present in any molecule, then it is known as unsaturated system, right? And if we add some molecules, only addition will happen in that type of reaction. If we add some molecules like HCl, HBr, HI or H2O or ammonia or RX, any, if we add the molecule in that unsaturated system by breaking the pi bonds, then that reaction will known as addition reaction of that unsaturated system. Addition reaction. And after addition reaction, we will get unsaturated reactant to saturated product. It means we will get the saturated product after this addition reaction. So let's we discuss this topic with using proper example. Suppose we have unsaturated molecule like sorry for disturbance, CH2 double bond CH2, it is ethene alkene. And when we add H2O molecule, H2 gas, let's add H2 gas in this ethene which has unsaturation, in which one bond is sigma bond and another bond is pi bond. So after breaking of this pi bond, if we break this pi bond, then both of this carbon have only three valencies. So you can see here, carbon is connected with two hydrogen and with another one carbon by sigma bond. So there are three valencies satisfied by the two hydrogens and one carbon. So remaining one valency will satisfied by the hydrogen during addition reaction. So if we break the pi bond, then remaining one valencies of this carbon will satisfied by the addition of hydrogen. So if we break the bond between hydrogen molecule, and one hydrogen will connect with this unsaturated carbon and another hydrogen will connect with the another unsaturated carbon. So after this process we'll get CH3 single bond CH3, it becomes ethane, it is known as ethane, and this ethane is saturated system and ethene is unsaturated system. So this unsaturated system convert into saturated product after addition reaction. So this is the addition reaction. But what is the name of this reaction? So you can see we add hydrogen in this unsaturated system. Addition, if we divide into two parts to this addition word, then add and action. Action means some work, some process. Action, shun with shun suffix coming from action, and add add means addition of some molecule in this reaction. So addition reaction. So we add here hydrogen. So this reaction is known as hydrogenation. Addition of hydrogen is known as hydrogenation, right? So this reaction is known as hydrogenation. So first reaction is hydrogenation. Okay. But this reaction is very slow reaction. It means this reaction occurs with slow rate of reaction. But if we want to increase the rate of reaction, then we have to add proper catalyst, hydrogenating agent. Some catalyst which are increase the rate of the hydrogenation process, they are known as hydrogenating agent. So we can use hydrogenating agents like nickel. If we use nickel, then we have to apply high temperature and pressure. Or we can use platinum or palladium. All of these nickel, platinum, palladium metals are act as a hydrogenating agent. It means they are act as a catalyst and they increase the rate of the reaction, right? So we have to compulsory use these hydrogenating agents during the hydrogenation process. Let's discuss another example for the hydrogenation reaction. Suppose we use here CH triple bond CH. You can see here there are two pi bonds are present, one sigma and another two pi bonds. Two pi bonds are present in this ethine molecule. Ethine is highly unsaturated system, ethine. And if we add the hydrogen H2 in presence of platinum and palladium catalyst, then we can get final product CH by breaking the two pi bonds, two remaining valencies, because you can see here this carbon has only two valencies which is satisfied by hydrogen and another valency, second valency satisfied by another carbon, but remaining two valencies will satisfied by the hydrogen. So how many hydrogen molecule we have to add? Two hydrogen molecule we have to add, then four hydrogen atom will connect with this carbon. So CH3CH3. It means suppose we have two hydrogen molecules, then this hydrogen will connect with this carbon, another hydrogen will connect with this carbon, and this two hydrogen will connect with this carbon, so we'll get ethane. This is saturated system. But in this reaction we can use this type of proper hydrogenating agent, but another hydrogenating agent we can also use, and that is Raney nickel. We will discuss about this Raney nickel in our next chapter number 13, hydrocarbon. But Raney nickel is one type of highly catalytic substance. Raney nickel means the mixture of the powder of nickel and alumina. Scientist Raney give this type of specific catalyst. So the mixture of nickel and alumina is known as Raney nickel, which increase the rate of reaction, in which alumina act as a catalytic promoter, which promote the catalyst को वो catalyst की भी जो mechanism है वो भी बढ़ा देगा, उसका भी rate बढ़ा देगा, ठीक है, which increase the rate of reaction more than nickel. So we can also use Raney nickel in this process, but we'll discuss that Raney nickel in hydrocarbon chapter. So this is the hydrogenation process. Next example we will discuss about the addition reaction, and that is if we add HX in the reaction, unsaturated system HX, CH2 double bond CH2. Suppose we use here ethene and we add HX. In place of HX, suppose we use here HCl, hydrochloric acid. Then by breaking of pi bond, one hydrogen will connect with the one carbon and Cl will connect with the another carbon, and unsaturated system convert into saturated product. So we add hydrogen and halogen in this reaction, in this reactant, CH2 double bond CH, it means ethene, unsaturated. So it will give CH3 single bond CH2 and Cl. We can write here one hydrogen and here CH2. So it is also CH3, CH2Cl chloroethane. It is saturated product, chloroethane. Ethene to chloroethane. We can form chloroethane from ethene by the addition of hydrochloric acid. In this reaction, we add hydrogen and also we add halogen. So this type of reaction is known as hydrohalogenation. Hydrohalogenation. Right? So this is hydrohalogenation. Because we add hydrogen, so hydro word coming from hydrogen, halo word coming from halogen, because we add hydrogen and halogen both, and ation word coming from action. Action means process. The process of the addition of hydrogen and halogen, it is known as hydrohalogenation, right? So this is also addition reaction, addition of HCl. Let's discuss the another example, example number 3. And we use here similar unsaturated hydrocarbon like alkene. And if we add H2O, water molecule, H2O, in presence of acid catalyst, we can use here acid catalyst H2SO4, or we can use here H2SO4, sulfuric acid as a catalyst. Then this H2O, it means H and OH present in this H2O molecule, and this is the polar. By breaking of this pi bond, one pi bond, after breaking the pi bond, we can add one hydrogen with one carbon and OH with another carbon. So we can get the product, and that is CH2CH2, right? Here ethene, but after breaking the pi bond, when we add H2O, then it will become CH3CH3CH2OH, and that is ethanol. It means alcohol. We can produce ethanol, alcohol from the unsaturated alkene by using the addition reaction. It means if we add H2O in this ethene, then we can get ethanol, right? So this reaction is known as hydration reaction. Hydration, because we add H2O, hydra, H2O, water molecule. So now second reaction is substitution reaction. In this reaction, some specific species, whether it is nucleophile or electrophile. Nucleophile, phile means felicity, nucleo word coming from nucleus. Nucleus means which has a positive charge. Nucleophile, it means attractive toward nucleus. It means negatively charged species are known as nucleophile. And electrophile, it means attractive toward electron. And positive charged species always attract toward electrons, so it is known as positively charged species, which is electrophile. So whether nucleophile or electrophile will substitute by another species. It means कोई रिएक्टेंट में से कोई नेगेटिव चार्ज वाला स्पीसीज वहां से निकल जाएगा और उसकी जगह पे दूसरा नेगेटिव चार्ज वाला स्पीसीज अरेंज हो जाएगा. इट मींस द नेगेटिव और पॉजिटिवली चार्ज्ड स्पीसीज विल सब्स्टिट्यूट बाय अनदर पॉजिटिव और नेगेटिवली चार्ज्ड स्पीसीज. But remember one thing, always nucleophile will substitute by another nucleophile, or electrophile will substitute with another with another electrophile. It means nucleophile only substitute by nucleophile and electrophile only substitute by electrophile. So let's discuss this reaction with using proper example. Suppose I have alkyl halide like CH3CH2Cl. It is a chloroethane. Actually, you can see here there is no any pi bond is present in this example, so it is a saturated molecule, right? Chloroethane. Now, if we react this chloroethane with potassium aqueous potassium hydroxide. Aqueous, it means the aqueous solution, it means KOH is dissolved in H2O. So the solution is known as aqueous KOH. When we react this alkyl halide, it means ethyl chloride or chloroethane with aqueous KOH. Then you can see here in this KOH, potassium has also positive charge and OH minus has also negative charge. So this OH minus ion, which is also act as a nucleophile, and you can see here due to inductive effect, chlorine is more electronegative than carbon, right? All of you are know very well about the inductive effect. Chlorine show the negative inductive effect, minus I effect, and due to negative inductive effect, chlorine attract the electron pair, bonding electron pair toward itself from the C-Cl bond. And chlorine has a partial negative charge and carbon has a partial positive charge. So chlorine already experiencing partial negativity, and chlorine also possesses negative charge. It is also can act as a nucleophile. So this Cl minus ion will substitute by OH. It means this OH replace this Cl, and this OH will connect with this CH2 partial positive because OH minus has a negative charge and carbon has a partial positive charge. So it is act as a nucleophile, and which is attracting towards CH2 side, which has partial positive charge, and from here Cl will replace as a Cl minus by OH minus. Cl also act as a nucleophile. So you can see here this OH substitute this Cl. It means it removes Cl from the alkyl halide and it will convert into alcohol CH3CH2OH. So we will get the final product CH3CH2 and OH, ethanol. And Cl minus remove as a nucleophile. So you can see this nucleophile substituted by another nucleophile, right? Okay, next point. In this substitution reaction, Cl minus ion replaced by OH minus ion, but saturacy remains same in our reactant and product. You can see in reactant, this reactant is saturated and ethanol also saturated. There is no any pi bond. It means in this substitution reaction there is no any change in the saturation of the compound molecule, by whether we can see in a reactant or product. Saturation में कोई change नहीं होगा. If the reactant is unsaturated, then after substitution reaction in our product also remain unsaturated. But this substitution reaction almost happens in saturated system, because if we use unsaturated system, then in most of cases that unsaturated system will give addition reaction in place of substitution reaction. Because always remember one thing, sigma bond is more stronger than pi bond. If we want to substitute this Cl, then we have to break this sigma bond by OH minus, right? But if we have double bond, then one pi bond is present. So it is easy to break the pi bond as compared to sigma bond. So if we use unsaturated system, then it will give addition reaction in place of substitution reaction in most of cases. देखो मैं बोल रहा हूं most of cases, it means कई रिएक्शन ऐसे भी होते हैं जो अगर आप विग्रस कंडीशन को अप्लाई करते हो, स्पेसिफिक कंडीशंस को आप अप्लाई करते हो, तो अनसैचुरेटेड सिस्टम में भी आपको सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन देखने को मिलेगी, मगर वो बहुत कम केसेस में होगा, अप्रोक्स 5 to 10%, बट 90 to 95% केसेस ऐसे होते हैं कि सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन ऑलवेज सैचुरेटेड सिस्टम में ही देखने को मिलेंगे, राइट? सो यू कैन सी हियर दिस इज द सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन बिकॉज Cl minus is substituted by OH minus ion. Ready? So let's see the another example, second example. आपको ये देखना, ध्यान से देखना होगा, यहाँ पे मैंने ऐड किया हुआ है एक्वियस KOH, नॉट अल्कोहलिक KOH। आपको क्वेश्चन होगा कि आप अल्कोहलिक KOH क्यों बोल रहे हो? Why are you talking about the alcoholic KOH? Because alcoholic KOH useful to elimination reaction. It means when we discuss about the elimination reaction, then we will use the alcoholic KOH in that type of elimination reaction, right? So you have to remember that if we want to use substitution reaction and substitute the halogen by OH minus ion, then we have to add aqueous KOH, not alcoholic KOH. So let's discuss the another example. Substitution of X minus ion by Cn minus ion. You can see both of these are न्यूक्लियोफाइल। इलेक्ट्रोफाइल भी हो सकते हैं। बहुत सारी सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन आपको देखने मिलेगी। अभी तो हम सिर्फ 2 ही एग्जांपल लेने वाले हैं, मगर इन फ्यूचर जो ऑर्गेनिक के दूसरे चैप्टर में आप देखोगे तो आपको बहुत सारी सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन देखने को मिलेगी, और वो सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन को आप 2 पार्ट में डिवाइड कर सकते हो, न्यूक्लियोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन एंड इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन, राइट? इट मीन्स देयर आर 2 टाइप्स ऑफ सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शंस, nucleophilic substitution and electrophilic substitution. If substitution reaction occurs by the nucleophile, you can see here nucleophile, then it is known as nucleophilic substitution reaction. But if the substitution reactions occurs by the electrophile, then it is known as electrophilic substitution reaction. Almost aromatic compounds give electrophilic substitution reaction, but we will discuss in another chapter, hydrocarbon chapter. So let's see this example. We use similar example CH3CH2Cl chloroethane, and if we react with NaCN, sodium cyanide, NaCN. So in this substitution reaction, first of all, you have to know about this NaCN. Na having positive charge and Cn minus, which is act as a nucleophile. And here chlorine has also partial negativity and carbon has partial positive charge. So it is also act as a nucleophile, and this nucleophile Cn minus will connect with the CH2 and replace this Cl. So this Cl minus is substituted by Cn minus, and we will get the cyanoethane CH3CH2Cn, right? And we will get the byproduct, and that is Cl minus. It is also act as a nucleophile. So you can see this nucleophile Cl minus is substituted by another nucleophile Cn minus, but reactant and product both are similar saturated compound, saturated. So this compound is known as cyanoethane. It is a common name, and IUPAC name is propane nitrile. So these are the examples of substitution reaction. So you can see here in this reaction, specific species, whether it is nucleophile or electrophile, anyone is said substitute by the another species. It is nucleophile or electrophile, anyone. But remember one thing, always nucleophile will substitute by the nucleophile and electrophile will substitute the electrophile. Mostly this reaction happened in the saturated system. You can see here mostly, it means some cases unsaturated system can also give substitution reaction. Saturacy is not changed after this reaction, क्योंकि इसमें कोई एडिशन नहीं है, पाई बॉन्ड को ब्रेक करके हम ऐड नहीं कर रहे, हम एक जगह को रिप्लेस करते हैं दूसरी की जगह से. इट मींस दिस Cl रिप्लेस्ड बाय Cn और Cl रिप्लेस्ड बाय OH, एक निकल रहा है और दूसरा ऐड हो रहा है. सो दिस इज द सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन, राइट? सो नाउ लेट्स डिस्कस अबाउट द थर्ड रिएक्शन, एंड दैट इज एलिमिनेशन रिएक्शन. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, elimination reaction, third reaction, elimination. Elimination, it means some molecules which has a smaller size, small molecule like H2 hydrogen molecule, HCl, HBr, HI, it means hydrohalic acid like HX, ammonia, H2O, it means some small molecules are eliminated after the process. It means during this reaction some molecules are eliminated from the reactant. This type of reaction is known as elimination. It is totally opposite to addition, because in addition we add the molecules, and in elimination we remove the molecules from the reactant. And due to removal of these molecules, that saturated reactant will become unsaturated, because we remove the saturacy of that reaction, right? Because after the removal of that H2O or H2 or HX or ammonia, like that type of molecule, that saturated molecule will convert into unsaturated molecule, and they will get a pi bond, right? So that is the elimination reaction. It means in elimination reaction we have to eliminate some molecules from the reactant. There is no any substitution, there is no any addition, only elimination. कुछ भी उसमें ऐड नहीं करना है, सिर्फ वहां से निकालना है. So let's discuss the beta elimination process of alkyl halide. So we use here example of chloroethane. Suppose CH3 CH2 Cl. We can write here this CH3 by this way, H, H and H. It is chloroethane. And when we react this chloroethane with alcoholic KOH, or we can also use KOH plus ETOH. ETOH means ethanol. ET coming from ethyl. ETOH, ethanol. It means CH3 CH2OH plus KOH. It means mixture of KOH. It means the solution of KOH is prepared in alcohol. It is alcoholic KOH, right? Or we can also use NaOH with ETOH, anyone. But when we react this base, KOH and NaOH, potassium hydroxide and sodium hydroxides are basic in nature. And when we react this base in the alcoholic solution with alkyl halide, then it will give elimination reaction in place of substitution. Because if we use aqueous KOH, then it will give substitution. But if we use alcoholic KOH, then it will give elimination. This is the most important part. Ready? First of all, why it is known as beta elimination, and which molecule will remove during this process. So first of all, we have to know about the reaction. Here, the carbon which is connected with main functional group, it is known as alpha carbon. And the adjacent carbon of alpha carbon is known as beta carbon. So this is the beta carbon, right? This is alpha carbon and this one is beta carbon. And when we react the alcoholic KOH with this alkyl halide, then during this process, hydrogen from beta carbon and halogen from alpha carbon eliminate during this process. So it is called elimination reaction, right? Eliminate. So due to removing of H and Cl, this reactant becomes unsaturated and remaining part is CH2 sigma bond CH2. So fourth valency is satisfied by the formation of pi bond between these two carbon. So it becomes ethene. Here you can see the hybridization of this carbon is sp3, and also the hybridization of this carbon is sp3. But here both of this carbon becomes sp2 hybridized due to unsaturation, due to formation of pi bond. So you can see after elimination process, hybridization will change. Similarly, in addition, you can also say that hybridization will change, right? Because unsaturated system after addition becomes saturated product. So unsaturated means sp2 or sp hybridized, but after saturation it will become sp3 hybridized. So we can also say in addition and elimination, in both of the type of reaction, hybridizations will change in product as compared to reactant. But you can see here after the reaction H and Cl removed from the reactant, सो रिमूवल ऑफ HCl, यहां पे आप देख सकते हो कि हमने HCl निकाल दिया, ठीक है। यहां से हमने किसके साथ रिएक्शन किया हुआ है इसका, KOH के साथ। सो दिस HCl will react with KOH, you can see potassium hydroxide, alcoholic KOH. So this is acid and this is base. So as you know that acid and base react with each other and give salt and water. So salt, it means K plus and Cl minus. So we can get byproduct KCl and H plus and OH minus and plus H2O. So this is the beta elimination reaction or dehydrohalogenation. D word, D from it means remove. Dehydrohalogenation, we remove hydrogen halogen from the reactant. So dehydrohalogenation, Asian word coming from action means process. So removal of hydrogen and halogen from the reactant is known as dehydrohalogenation. But the point is why it is known as beta elimination, right? So we have to see the reaction mechanism to know about the beta elimination. Suppose we write here CH3 single bond, CH2 and Cl. And now when we react with alcoholic KOH, where this KOH, it means K plus and OH minus, and OH minus act as a base, right? Base, OH minus act as a base. This is the alpha carbon and this one is beta carbon. Now you can see chlorine have a partial negative charge, carbon has partial positive charge. So due to the partial positivity of this carbon will become electrodeficient. Why? Because it has a partial positivity. Now due to electrodeficiency, यहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन की कमी की वजह से this carbon attract electron from the adjacent carbon and that is beta carbon. It means कि यहाँ इलेक्ट्रॉन की कमी की वजह से ये कार्बन क्या करेगा, यहाँ से इलेक्ट्रॉन को खींचने वाला है। अभी ये कार्बन के बाजू वाले बगल वाले कार्बन से अगर इलेक्ट्रॉन को खींच रहा है तो ये कार्बन उसे इलेक्ट्रॉन देगा जरूर। तो अभी उसको इलेक्ट्रॉन देने के लिए क्या करना होगा, कार्बन के पास एक्स्ट्रा इलेक्ट्रॉन तो है नहीं, तो वो क्या करेगा, ये बॉन्ड तोड़ देगा, सिग्मा बॉन्ड तोड़ देगा कार्बन और हाइड्रोजन के बीच वाला। तो ये हाइड्रोजन कहाँ जाएगा, उसको तो कोई रखना चाहिए ना। तो क्या होगा, when we react the KOH, alcoholic KOH, this OH minus base will react with the beta hydrogen first. OH minus will react with the beta hydrogen, and after the removal of hydrogen, this sigma bond will delocalize toward the adjacent carbon and form pi bond, and this Cl minus remove in form of Cl minus, and this Cl minus will react with the K plus and give KCl. So you can see in this reaction, first of all hydrogen eliminate from the alkyl halide and then after halogen. So hydrogen eliminates first from the beta carbon, so this reaction is known as beta elimination, right? This is the reaction mechanism, and we'll get the product, and that is CH2 double bond CH2, then after H2O, and at last KCl. It is beta elimination or dehydrohalogenation. So let's see the another example, dehydration process. Dehydration, it means removal of H2O. Suppose I have alcohol like CH3, CH2, OH, CH3. So we can write this CH3 by this way also, dash method. And in presence of acid catalyst H2SO4, it means when we give heat, apply heat in presence of acid catalyst, from this alcohol, ethanol, OH minus removed from the alpha carbon and H plus removed from the beta carbon. This is alpha and this is beta. This carbon is known as alpha carbon because it is connected with the main functional group, right? So hydrogen from the beta carbon, OH from the alpha carbon, remove in form of H2O. CH2 single bond CH2. So both of these carbons satisfied by 3 valency and remaining 4th valency is satisfied by the formation of pi bond. It is ethene, unsaturated, and eliminate H2O. Here you can see H2O molecule eliminate during this process, so it is known as dehydration, because addition of H2O is known as hydration process. So elimination of hydrogen is known as dehydration process. Clear? So you can see ethanol, which has sp3 hybridized carbon, sp3 hybridized, because there is no any pi bond. But you can see after dehydration process we get alkene ethene, which has sp2 hybridization. So this reaction is known as dehydration process. Both of these reactions are elimination reactions. So let's discuss the last reaction, and that is the rearrangement reaction, and this is the last reaction of the GOC, chapter number 12, right? So now fourth reaction, and that is the rearrangement reaction. Rearrangement word, you can understand this word rearrangement. It means we have to rearrange the atom of that reactant, and we have to change the structural formula after the process. So in this reaction, in this type of reaction, only change the structural arrangement during the reaction. ये रिएक्शन जब कंप्लीट हो जाएगी तो मोलेक्युलर फॉर्मूला में कोई चेंज नहीं होगा. हमें उसमें एडिशन भी नहीं करना है, हमें उसमें सब्स्टिट्यूशन भी नहीं करना है, एलिमिनेट भी नहीं करना है, मतलब कुछ उसमें डालना भी नहीं है, निकालना भी नहीं है, और एक की जगह पे दूसरे को बिठाना भी नहीं है. There is only rearrangement of the atom of that molecule. And this type of reaction is known as the rearrangement process. Almost rearrangement processes are happen in presence of acid catalyst. It means if we change the structural formula, we can get the isomer of each other, because in this reaction there is no any addition reaction or substitution or elimination reaction will happen. So if we change the structural formula and remain similar molecular formula, then that reactant and product both are isomer of each other. So that reaction is known as isomerization also. So let's discuss the example of this reaction. Suppose I have CH3, CH2, CH2, CH3. It is a normal butane, right? But when we heat in presence of anhydrous AlCl3 catalyst, aluminium trichloride, anhydrous, it means without H2O, demoisturize, right? एनहाइड्रस, इट में उसमें एक भी मोलेक्यूल H2O का प्रेजेंट नहीं है, ठीक है. सो दिस एनहाइड्रस AlCl3, दिस AlCl3 एक्ट एज ए लुईस एसिड. हमने देखा था ये लुईस एसिड है, इलेक्ट्रोफाइल है, ठीक है. सो दिस AlCl3 एक्ट एज ए लुईस एसिड, and in presence of this acidic AlCl3, anhydrous AlCl3, this normal butane will rearrange into isobutane, CH3CH, CH3CH3. This is the isobutane, and the IUPAC name is 2-methylpropane. Clear? So you can see the molecular formula is C4 and H10, and you can see here molecular formula also similar, C4H10. So the molecular formulas of reactant and product are same, but they are differ from each other by the structural formula, so they are known as structural isomer of each other. So this process is known as isomerization, right? So you can see this reaction is also known as isomerization reaction. Clear? Another example. Suppose we use here CH3, CH2, CH double bond CH2, but 1-in, but 1-in. If we react in presence of H2SO4 catalyst, then rearrangement will occur. and we'll get but 2 in. So but 1 in and but 2 in both are isomer of each other, right? So you can see there is only change the structural formula in product and reactant. So this reaction is also known as isomerization process. इसमें कोई एडिशन नहीं है, कोई एलिमिनेशन नहीं है, कोई सब्स्टिट्यूशन भी नहीं है. सिर्फ हम क्या कर रहे हैं, ये डबल बॉन्ड को एक दूसरे की पोजीशन से अलग करते हैं, या तो फिर हमें क्या करना है, स्पेटियल अरेंजमेंट को अलग करना है, बस. ठीक है. सो दिस इज द रीअरेंजमेंट प्रोसेस. सो डियर स्टूडेंट्स, वी कंप्लीट द types of reaction and we complete the GOC chapter number 12. So in our next lecture we will discuss about our new chapter, redox reaction, chapter number 8, standard 11, right? So till that lecture, goodbye, take care, Jai Shri Krishna.